Salve, salve minha família. Estamos ao vivo aqui de novo, mais um dia nessa live. Jogo Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, jogo medieval. Estamos aí ao vivo, pessoal. Agradeço o pessoal da Steam, pessoal do YouTube, Twitch, enfim. Deixa eu só conferir aqui as lives. Se a gente já está on. Ok. Primeira vez aqui, tá, pessoal, no jogo. Não sei como vai ser, né? Nunca joguei esse jogo, é medieval. E vamos ao que interessa. Bom, o jogo não tem tradução, né? Português, PTBR, mas vamos lá. Vou dar um start aqui, deixa eu mudar aqui para full screen, né? Para vocês poderem se deliciar com esta live maravilhosa. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Bora lá. Jogo medieval, não sei o que me espera, o que me reserva. Kingdom Bohemia. Alguma coisa de guerra, não sei inglês. São informations. A gente mais ou menos nesse jogo, pessoal, vai poder escolher um caminho, né? Na Idade Medieval e tal. Então, deve ser bem interessante esse jogo. Deixa eu só abaixar um pouco o volume aqui, que eu acho que tá muito alto. Ah, porra! Deixa eu abaixar um pouco. Acho que tá muito alto. É assim que eu gosto, assim que eu gosto. Ah, pega.
What are you doing here? Go and take cover in the keep.
I can't hold out against this onslaught much longer. Go and take cover with the others. Look out!
Eita, poxa!
Where's your weapon? To the battlements! Move!
Father! Have you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battles are hands. With booze. Get ready!
Prepare to shoot! Positions! Loose!
Jogo de 2025, tá, pessoal?
Take cover!
awakening, eh? Make it count.
Será que eu já vou começar em uma batalha? Go, 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 go! Move! Já matei um! Tá, poxa! Tá, poxa! Acertei, acertei! Eita, eita, estocada! Estocada não, saraivada. Help defend the gate in the Centurion. Tenho espada, tenho espada. Siga o comandante, Dry Devil. Cadê o comandante? Cadê o comandante? Cadê o comandante? Caraca, os caras entraram? Caraca, pra onde eu tenho que ir? Entendi nada, mas tudo bem. Eita, medieval, filho. A gente perdeu a batalha? Meu Deus. Oh my gosh.
I've been hit.
Don't poke at it. Just calm down.
Oh fuck, eu tomei um hit. Jesus.
We were only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
Os caras entraram, os caras entraram.
Everyone to the tower!
Jogo de 2025, hein, pessoal? Medieval, pode tomar decisões. É, meu amigo, não é mole não, viu? Early é depois ou é antes? É antes, né? Ou depois?
Ordentes fortuna juvat!
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Auden, whatever. What does it actually mean?
Ordentes fortuna juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world, meet new women, and simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir! Trotsky!
Bem triunfante, hein?
That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Bergov must be made of money. Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures?
Puta, tem. Tem legenda em português, cara. Mosquei, mosquei.
Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
Finalmente temos a oportunidade de provar agora sim.
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh? But why didn't Uncle Hanush take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Aye, it does look like that. He'll hand over all the Ratai estates to you one day. So I expect he wants to be sure you won't botch it.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where, and here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat! See now, there's the Henry I know and love. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking there in the back?
All good.
Então, pessoal, só pra recapitular aqui, tá? Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Eu comecei a introdução do jogo. Aqui tá bem no comecinho, só teve um tutorialzinho ali no começo de batalha, né? Que a gente atirou com uma besta. É um jogo que você toma decisões, um jogo medieval. Eu achei que não tinha em português, mas acabei vendo que tem. Vamos continuar aí a história.
Just keep your eyes on the road ahead. Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, Dick. Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing.
Sir.
Eita!
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry.
Estão usando as coisas de Von Bergel. São de Trotsky.
Don't let them get away!
Besides, I won't stand a chance against them. Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Leipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Leipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Leipa is on the side of King Wenceslas.
Well,
While my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund.
well,
So it would appear we are enemies.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz.
Ó, legal, ó. Qual é o seu estilo de jogo? Soldado, gosta de ter uma arma na mão e usar uma armadura forte, também é famoso por seu temperamento explosivo. Conselheiro, prefere resolver as coisas usando seu conhecimento, língua afiada e palavras gentis. Batedor, gosta de se esconder nas sombras e resolver tarefas silenciosamente sem ser detectado. Ah, então aqui eu vou tipo escolher a minha classe, né? Meu estilo de jogo. Cara, eu na vida real, eu assim, eu não sei como eu seria na época medieval, mas eu acredito que eu seria conselheiro até onde desse. Ah, não sou da batalha. No jogo sim, mas na vida real sou conselheiro de um nobre necessário. Qual você seria? Ah, eu acho que, deixa eu ver. Sou soldado, vai.
I'm a soldier and Lord Capon's bodyguard. My job is to defend him with my life.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band. So why should I trust you?
Persuasão. Você pode dissolver. Você pode resolver diversas situações convencendo outra pessoa. Nos diálogos, você terá algumas opções de reação, mas cuidado. A persuasão requer que a outra pessoa acredite. Muitas situações se resolvem persuadindo a outra pessoa. Nos diálogos, você terá diversas opções de reação, mas atenção, outra pessoa nem sempre acreditará em você. Ó, a habilidade de persuasão é influenciada por seus outros atributos e habilidades. Você pode conferir informações detalhadas na aba Jogador no inventário. Coerção. Ah, e tem os tipos aqui, né? Eloquência. Você tenta resolver a situação pacificamente e sem conflito. Coerção. Você fala o que for necessário para conseguir o que quer, mesmo que esteja mentiras e manipulação. Carisma. Você tira proveito de sua aparência nobre e boa reputação. Dominação. Você deixa claro que a outra parte que você é superior. Poder. Você tenta projetar a imagem de herói e defensor dos mais fracos. Intimidação. Onde a razão falha, ameaças podem funcionar. A persuasão é uma questão de tirar o número mais alto, mas depende de com quem você está falando. Qual é a sua aparência e qual a sua reputação? Por exemplo, geralmente é inútil ameaçar um bando de malfeitores, usando apenas de violência. Assim como afirmar ser nobre com palha saindo das botas. Ah, interessante. Ok. Tá, escolha corretamente. Ao escolher a eloquência, você tentará resolver a situação usando suas habilidades diplomáticas. Ou tente apelar para sua aparência nobre. As pessoas tendem a acreditar mais em um lorde bem vestido do que em um mendigo. Ou ainda, tente convencer os outros do seu cavalheirismo e oferecer suas habilidades de luta e sua força. Então, como soldados, podemos ajudar com os bandidos. Primeiro vamos mostrar que a gente é de confiança.
And we can help you with those bandits. Together, we'll put them in their place as a sign of goodwill. And then you'll escort us to Trotsky, and everything will be explained. You'll see.
Judging by the looks of you, your help might well come in handy. All right.
Aceitou, tá vendo? Boa escolha. Tipo assim, eles estão em maior número, a gente tá dando confiança pra eles primeiro, né?
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
So you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall. Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Oh well.
Ué, ele não quis me ajuda? Ah, ele não aceitou então.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. I mean, the pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them. Come on, fellas. We'll camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you. And you lot are rank.
Quieto, homens! Esta farândola!
What?
Let's throw a few
Henry!
dice.
Call that dog to heel.
How many times do I have to tell you? I
Mutt!
ain't playing with
What's all
you.
the fuss about, Mutt?
Why not?
Are you that hungry?
Because you cheat.
All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Oh? And how come you always win then, eh?
That's an easy one. I always win because you always lose.
I can't go wandering off now.
Why don't we carry on to the foothill of Trotsky? They must have a tavern there. Fellow could have a game there.
Give over, tankard. There'll be time enough for the tavern after we deliver the letter. Henry, better not keep Sir Hans waiting. It'll be dark soon.
Pô, mas eu não tenho que achar comida pro meu dog?
Fuck it, Tankard! Stop with that! Your whistling is getting on my fucking nerves the whole way. Leave it off this evening at least.
Here, Mutt.
Tankard!
Não tenho nenhuma comida, meu amigo.
Tankard!
Sit and stay.
Tenho nada aqui usável.
Tankard!
Listen,
Claro.
would you have some scraps for a mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
Wouldn't you swap it for something?
I might. Tankard has my ring. I lost it to him at dice, and if I go home without it, my old woman will send me right back. If you can get it back, I'll be glad to give you that sausage.
Well, I'll see what I can do. How do you think things will end up tomorrow?
How? No ways, I reckon. Whenever someone parleys with someone about something, it takes ages.
Why do you think that?
See me and Conrad now? We can't even agree who's going to be on watch this evening. But then, I'm just a spear carrier. I ain't got the head for no noble manners. Ask Oates. He'll know more about it for sure.
I see you've got dice set up. Want a game?
Sure. How's about spicing it up with a little wager?
I heard you won a ring off Oates. What about that?
Fortune favours the brave, lad. But if you lose, you'll pay for everything I order in the tavern in Trotsky. All right?
Vamos fazer uma aposta aqui, hein, galera. Se você estiver interessado em jogar, poderá encontrar uma partida de dados em qualquer taverna respeitável. Dados mantidos... Olha lá. Dados mantidos de rodadas anteriores. Henry, meta 2000, oponente 250. Se você tiver algum dado no seu inventário, você pode escolher usá-lo antes de começar a partida. A maioria dos dados tem propriedades especiais que você pode conferir nas descrições. Elas permitem que você use técnicas especiais para aumentar suas chances. Você começa a partida jogando todos os 6 dados. Assinale os dados de marcação, deixe-os de lado e pontue com eles ao fim da rodada. Depois jogue os dados restantes de novo. Você pode continuar jogando até acabarem os seus dados. Porém, caso não obtenha nenhum dado que renda pontuação, você perderá todos os pontos que coletou na rodada. A arte dos dados é concluir a sua rodada e pontuar antes de correr o risco de não pontuar em nenhum dado. O primeiro jogador a atingir o objetivo de pontos sairá vitorioso. Você pode visualizar todas as informações de pontuação da partida atual no canto inferior esquerdo. 5, 500... Porra, tudo 2 dá 1.600 pontos. Mais ou menos tem que tirar pelo menos 3 dados iguais, né? 3, 1 também vale 1.000 pontos. Tá. Tá, vamos lá.
Today's my lucky day. I can feel it in my bones. You know you can throw again, right? Here. Aye, that'll do. Damn! What's this? That's enough for me. Your turn.
Ixi, acho que eu vou perder essa, hein?
You know you can throw again, right? Ha ha! Ha ha! My lucky dice never fail. It's mine, friend. Tomorrow we'll drink on Henry's coin.
That's just great.
You can never have too much ale. Want to try your luck again? Same wager.
All right, let's carry on. Now I'll show
Tudo
you.
por causa do cachorro, hein, galera? Tudo por causa da linguiça do cachorro.
Come on then, show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first time.
Bora.
Here. My God, I'm done. No, that's as far as I go. If I was you, I'd take it.
Bora, agora vai, hein?
Damn! What's this? Can't. Damn your eyes. You played well. What's to
Ganhei!
be done? A bet is a bet. Here's your ring.
Tankard!
Yeah.
Hum. Colocar esse capacete que é o que tem, né?
Tankard!
Yeah.
Do you know why we're going to Trotsky?
For some big political parley.
Yeah, of course. I'm just wondering if you know what's in that message we're carrying.
Not really, but I reckon our lords want to sound out von Burgo. Bear in mind the times we're living in. King Wenceslas under lock and key in Vienna, and his brother Sigismund meanwhile shamelessly plundering Bohemia. We need to know who's going to stand on our side if things get even worse. And the Royal Chamberlain, von Burgo, has the land reserves under his thumb. So he's a big player.
It seems Tankard can't tell a 5 from a 6. I won that ring off him.
You beat the bastard. Ha! You're a dab hand, Henry. Thanks. Will you give it to me? If I go home without it, the old woman will break a broom over my back.
What will you give me for it?
Well, all I've got here is some grub. Want a sausage? It's venison.
All right. And enough games. You won't easily find another mug who'll exchange a ring for a sausage.
Yeah. True enough.
Here, mutt.
Tankard!
Yeah.
Here.
Well then, Henry? Henry! Oh, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
I got the feeling you'd lost your tongue.
Just for a moment. But true enough. That bastard surprised me a bit.
Well, that's what I'm here for. To deal with that kind of stuff.
And I must say, that was pretty good for your first action as leader of my bodyguard. Let's see if you keep it up. But we managed the situation all right in the end. He even apologized to us. If Hannah had seen it, maybe he'd finally stop treating me like a child, eh?
Well, I don't know. When I look at you, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Kiss my arse. By the way, since you're here, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey? With a bit of swordplay?
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or shall we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. I see you're still in armor, so we can get to it right away. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
Eu já tô equipado, né?
So, should we start?
Ready? Let's start. Draw your sword.
Hang on. This time, I'll take... Let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Oh, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence. Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Now save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard. Nice. Good. Back four. Cover, for Christ's sake! Why don't you cover yourself?
Ah, não tô defendendo, cara.
Good. Nice. Good.
Oh, that's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
Faster, yeah? That's it. Nice, Henry. Too late. Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. You have to follow up with a strike. Sweet. Good, Henry. Well, you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered. Where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right. Come on then. No. That way I can block you easily. Nice work, Henry. Good riposte.
All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
100? How about 200? Are you feeling confident or not?
Fine, 200. On guard. Your first hit.
That was some wallop.
All square again. Well done. Put up a fight at least.
One more like that, he'll be on
You haven't got a hope. You haven't got a hope. Weren't expecting that, were you?
You fight like an old hag!
Bastard! That one hit the spot. The end. You held your own, though. And you've had it. I say the victor is clear. I'll get my winnings from you later. Now it's time to eat. Oh, that swordplay has given me quite an appetite. Let's get some grub.
O desgraçado ganhou ainda.
So who won, gentlemen?
That's obvious, isn't it? Henry learned a lesson or two, and I won our bet. At least I'll have someone to buy me drinks in the tavern. It was almost like that time in Ratai.
True. Only I won that time. Your bow, which came in very handy afterwards.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form that day. We had a drink or two beforehand.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies? Tomorrow we'll be at the castle. and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
He was well pissed off. If I hadn't convinced him you were the village idiot and that we dragged you out right away...
And if I hadn't left him a fistful of coin to boot, throwing groschen around like that. Fellas, if a rainy day comes, you'll be fucked.
Ha! I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry?
Hmm?
You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
She's brave. She saved my life when I went back to Scallis after it was razed to bury my parents, and a bunch of mercenaries attacked me. And that's all I'll say.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
In the camp, with you lot. It was Conrad's turn to gather wood, and I wasn't hungry yet. So I stretched out for a bit by the horses.
Oh, yeah? Where? You didn't see it?
I was going for wood.
It was getting dark. I reckon he just overlooked me.
You gave me a nasty shock when you came out of the darkness. You're as quiet as a mouse, and that's the truth.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the royal chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
Peraí, galera. Nossa, tá um calor aqui, rapaziada. Meu Deus do céu.
The sword is the weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
Aye, I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Ishvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Ishvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again, hearing how Martin the Smith raised him, even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who'll help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won, so Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning.
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state. Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rate in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little. Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's a view fit for a king.
Whew. You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on. Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
What's the matter?
Females! Let's go to them.
Sir Hans!
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans!
Follow me. Carefully. No sudden moves. Don't give us away. Crouch down, you ox. They'll see you. Hear that singing? They must be close.
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
Shit. One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others.
Only she's blocking our way, right in our path.
Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away.
Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
Hey? What is this racket here? What was that sound?
What are you doing? Go even closer, but careful.
Parece que as meninas estão cantando aleluia, pô.
Henry, we told you to... Oh my fucking God, you're a
Nossa, nossos companheiros.
We've got to do something. Stay down, for fuck's sake. A letter. Don't be a fool, Henry. We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away.
Hey!
What the fuck are you doing?
Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them!
Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run!
Catch them! Enough, I said!
What the fuck? She's mine!
What are you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiot! After them! Along the bank!
Christ! When did you learn to swim?
Just now.
Fucking armor! Come on! We'll cut them off on the other side! Horses, quick!
Oh, Mott.
What the fuck was that, Henry? You rescuing a damsel in distress?
I'm done with running.
Oh, really? What exactly do you call... Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What?
Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait!
Ah! Fuck! We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah, I'll manage. I'd lead the way.
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish.
Someone in front of us. Down. They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the guard. And keep your eyes peeled, right? You two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this side of the wall. Use your head. Be careful. Go to the pond. Behind me. They didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond. I want to know. Then come back. Give me a full report. Footprints.
He'll see us. We'll have to wait.
Get to work.
Swim all the fucking way across. Shut up. Cheap boy here. It's still easy here. That's your now. In the back. When all your talk doesn't blind you. I still can't see blood. We've got to get to that tree trunk up ahead, quietly. There's more of them up top. Fuck! Use your head. Be careful. Stick behind me. Played dice against Lefty yesterday. They're coming here. Stand still. Run, quick. No, fuck, they're in front of us. Quick, into the rocks.
Kurva! They're playing into the rock! Hurry! Run around! Catch them at the top!
What now?
They're here! Keep coming! Run ahead of them!
Get over here! Damn it, they're everywhere!
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it! This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
Porra foi essa?
From them through the other gorge. I have to find him. Hans! Hey, Hans! Where is he? Like a way out. Hans!
Yeah. Oh, God, I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers kept up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen, and I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago.
You're a dead man!
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory.
it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders. Ah. Now, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are. Am I? Am I dead? Not yet. I'm dead, though.
If I'm not, then how come?
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. Maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up. Pull yourself together, Henry. Thank Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for. Where am I? Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk. And that fella landed with you. You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him. What are you wearing? We won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all... And where's Mutt? I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. We've got to disappear. Come on, help you up. How are you holding up?
It's not so bad.
All right. That'll have to do for now. As long as you're able to talk. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there. Henry, what are you staring at?
They're here. Sigismund's army.
The only army here is the one-man army of Sans Cable.
Ah!
Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Ah! Fuck. Humans. They're slaughtering everyone. They'll kill us.
Christ, Henry, stop yelling and move your ass.
Bianca.
Come on.
Ah, pô, ele tá alucinando, velho.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important
Father.
from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Are you
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what I say right now. Give the sword to Será.
For Christ's
If anything
sake.
happens, he'll take care
Come
of you.
on! You can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see. Henry, focus.
Henry, pull yourself together. Please. There's nobody here. You're just imagining things. Don't give in to it. Hang in there. We'll make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further.
Ah, poxa, estão alucinando virado no girai aqui, hein?
Henry, wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
Pa.
Henry, snap out of it. Stay with me. Henry, a light. Look.
I see it.
We've got to go.
I see the light.
Hold on. Hold on. We're here.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents, they're...
That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were ambushed. But don't worry, we'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, all sons.
Think again, strong!
Hey, lad! Are you alive, lad?
The scallops. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone. Who? Who burned it to the ground? A huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna and collapsed on the floor.
But you'll help him, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
I've had worse. My shoulders stings a bit, but I'm alright otherwise.
You're brave. If you weren't, we wouldn't be speaking now. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushena's my name.
I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Damn. is still bleeding. Better bandage it up quick before I bleed out. That's really good. Aye, true bliss is a full belly. Hans, can you hear me, friend? Christ. In the end, you bore the brunt for both of us. May all the saints watch over you, and over Bajana, too. Lord God Almighty, look down on a poor sinner and hear my heartfelt prayer. Protect Sir Hans, and don't let him die. Just as he didn't let me die, preserve his life. Because he's a young gentleman, brave and just and a good Christian. And look down on Bajana too, and let her save Sir Hans, and deliver her from all evil, and grant her grace, because she herself is merciful and didn't turn us away in our hour of need. Amen.
Amen.
Feel like a new man. Did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole lithium potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet.
E aí, Ricone, beleza? Boa.
So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
All right. Tell me, what do the herbs look like?
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
Já baixou, né, o jogo?
Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up?
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and...
Vai jogar sem parar agora?
When you're done with that, better have a wash. So
True. All right.
The bandages are still quite fresh. I won't have to change.
Shoulder. This bastard's hard work. I'll put him down somewhere for a while so I can start digging.
Abre aí, pô. Testa aí. Deve ser levinho, pô. Deve ser igual, tipo, fasmofobia.
Damn, shoulder still hurts like hell. You know it'll tell me when it's gonna rain. Purple flower, sage, there we go. When's the last time I ate something?
Tá aparecendo o que aí que não tá abrindo?
That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all
Quer
the
jogar,
herbs I
de...
need.
Quer jogar
So back to
DBD?
the Senna on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better. What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's? Should have some weapon at hand, in case there's any foul play.
What do you know about it? We're from Lord von Burgos, and we're looking for those murderers. Lord von Burgos. Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von Burgov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
I'm Henry of Skalitz. I'm accompanying Sir Hans Capon on a mission to deliver an important letter to Lord von Burgov. We were the ones who were ambushed yesterday by the pond. And Sir Hans isn't fit to travel now. Please report to Trotsky that we'll come as soon as we can. And have them send us horses and some clothing. And an escort will be good too.
Shit, how about that? I didn't expect you to fall for it so easily. We're not von Burgov's men, and we'll deal with him later. Like we did with you yesterday by the pond. But that's the least of your worries now. We'll take your Sir Hans with us. But we've no need of you. Farewell, Henry of Skalitz.
Hey, what
This'll
are you
be
doing
quick,
walking
boy.
around with a...
This'll be quick, boy.
Show what you're made of.
I surrender. Enough.
You're no match for us. You won't get me.
Show your stuff.
No!
Bora jogar DBD então, pera aí. Porra, quem tá me ligando, velho?
Did they hurt you?
No. But I think
Tá
they
louco,
would have
Overwatch.
if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm...
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Kobyla. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Han, and as God is I'm thankful to you.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll...
You weren't.
Promises, except I have another call.
Don't worry. I reckon I've still got a bit of strength left.
I'd be eternally grateful to, but be careful.
What about Sir Hans?
He's holding up, I'd say. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you...
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion. I gave you to the... It's a shame, my daughter Pavlena, but you, my...
All right, I'll try. I'm not sure how to do it.
I have a book.
I can...
I'll
take the...
Beleza, deixa eu salvar o jogo aqui, já vou... Vou entrar no Discord, entra no Discord.
First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start. All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe. So, what did you pour in there?
Water.
Why water? You were supposed to pour in wine. Empty it out and start again. So, what did you pour in there?
Don't worry.
PVA não tá
I
pedindo
poured
isso
wine
não.
in there. I don't make the same mistake twice.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
Deixa eu só preparar essa poção aqui.
Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass, so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
Ah, porra, tô numa alquimia
Have
aqui,
you
velho.
ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Here it is.
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
Well, if you feel up to it, I'd be right grateful to you if you was to rid me of that damn corpse what's lying there the whole time.
Sure. I'll do the best I can.
When you're done with that, you won't...
Valeu, pessoal que assistiu. Vamos jogar um DBDzinho agora. Valeu, valeu. Tamo junto.